So I just ended a vlog, right, and I was coming right to the end of this real meaty stuff, and this gorgeous girl that works in this fantastic coffee shop I'm in, this is called Lulu's, and it's in a place called Kincumber. It's about 10 minutes from Copa, where I'm staying. I'm a local now saying Copa. I'm a coastie. That's what we're called. This is an amazing coffee shop that actually has their own blends and the full deal, like as if you're in Melbourne or Sydney. And it's actually in a industrial site, right? So this is actually just a warehouse. So yeah, it's just that, really cute little collectible thing. And what have I done? I've had a decaf coconut milk with a bit of honey. Beautiful. Like you're having a real coffee here. So much is coming up for me from the actual devastation that not only have... I think I started this whole vlogging in the beginning going, if it wasn't for my practice, I'd be dead. And now I'm understanding, a lot of my practice is the reason why I nearly died. It's a hard one to swallow, as you can imagine. And I'm obsessing about it and thinking about it. And so therefore, when I woke up this morning to do my new, beautiful restorative healing yoga, I'm not calling it soft cock anymore, it's restorative yoga. Restorative with extreme alertness, which makes it really difficult, And if you're a yogi, you'd know what I mean. And I'm sorry if you're not, because it's just such a big part of my life. So I hope you can find interest around, the other storylines around it. Or not, I'm just journaling what's going on for me, And I try so hard not to be so onto what other people need or what other people want, because then that takes me into performance. And then the moment I go into performance, I'm manufacturing something, which is the reason why I don't ask you to subscribe. It's the reason why I'm just sort of putting shit up and being seen, because it's cathartic for me. And it's not that I'm not sincerely hoping that it's cathartic for some of you and some of you relating to me, in any kinds of my insanities or whatever. Anyway, so this is all big. I've got 2 hours with Peter today. I'm going to go home and actually put together everything he's taught me in these 3 lessons. My ego just wants to go, why fucking bother? And just, I just want to do all my hard yoga, which, and the thing is that I'm pain-free. I'm pain-free from what I'm doing. And it's like what he was saying yesterday, the insanity of me is I really want to change, but I don't want to change what I do, because what I do, I think I want to do, even though it is clear that what I do is not in alignment, I still want to do it. Now that's the definition of insanity for you right there. So that's where I'm at, Something else really full on happened yesterday, which is so small in the scheme of things in life, but this just lets you know about it. In my opening vlog, I said that I come from a really beautiful, loving family, and I do. My parents are amazing and such huge supporters of me, I said that thing last night about my mum and the way she sees having size 10 thighs and that they're too big, and ultimately this has been the story of my life with her. She has what I would consider body dysmorphic disorder. I would say that, her thing is like, I got married with a 21-inch waist, and she's an undereater. I'm not saying she's anorexic, but she absolutely undereats. And she is, just watching her pain with her body losing its elasticity is insane. It's her conversation. I'm just looking at myself of who I'm going to be, who I am already, and, I haven't shared that stuff because, I'm really protective of my family. And sharing this doesn't mean that I don't love my mum and that I don't have... Because her dad, I think he was obsessive-compulsive about his looks and so particular. And, of course, she's obsessive-compulsive cleaner. Anyway, so Bunny, as you know and as Mum and Dad know, that she's not supposed to eat any dry food. So I organised my sister to now start feeding her cats. She already had them on Black Hawk, which is okay, but we thought it was amazing years ago. So we've got next level, like the best 5-star dry food you can get. And so Bunny's having a bit of that, but she can't eat anything but kangaroo mince because why? She won't. She won't eat roast chicken, salmon, any other mints, nothing. She won't eat the food that Gary wanted her to eat, nothing. She's so stubborn, she will starve. She won't do it. So being a kangaroo mince shortage in Queensland because of the floods, they had to do a fair bit of driving around to find it. And finally when they found it yesterday, I said to Mum, oh, thank God, and just said, oh, because she won't eat anything else. And Mum, without missing a beat, said, at least she will lose some weight. And it came into me, and I think because I've just bought a swimming costume and because of just the deep wounding I have around, you know, my mother not thinking that I look good. And I actually know it's part, I mean, my brother is somewhat estranged from my parents. He's estranged from my sisters and I through his own choice. And I understand lots of reasons why he would have made that choice, you know. But one of those things, I'm sure, is how he feels when Mum looks him up and down. Like, she really, you know, she's just so judgmental. And I know that's where I've got so much of my stuff from, which is separate to the sugar addiction, separate to my own karma, my own astrology. Obviously, you know, my dysfunctional digestive system because of the sugar and being an overeater. Because Mum's an undereater and I'm an overeater. So when she's really stressed and upset, she can't eat, whereas I go the other way. And then I feel as if I was eating the feelings of the family, like being the black sheep and the empath of the family. It was kind of like nobody had behaviour but me, you know. I'm sure if any of you relate to that placement in the family, you'll understand. So I'm not full of any blame or anything. I just felt like it was such a big trigger when she said that to me. And because in all reality, in my mind, after the Vedic thing that I could walk again, in my mind, I was like, right, I'm fucking hitting it. I'm going to get size 10. I'm going to strip my fat off. I'm coming back and, you know, all that, you know. So that's really where I was in my mind. And perhaps I've mentioned that and perhaps you might have seen that in me because that's why I was like, right, I'm fucking back on. Fucking step aside, bitch, you know. And now I realise that, you know, fat burning and getting a high heart rate and all these things cause inflammation in my body. And I really, really want to change, but I want to hold on to my old paradigm. And I've got no alternative but to step into the new paradigm of what forever healing will look like. Like how I really can not get new surgery. Like I said to Peter yesterday, do you want to see my MRIs? He said, no, not interested. He said, because if you do everything I'm teaching you, you'll fix your knees. You'll just fix them. I don't need to see them. I know it. So, you know, I'm dealing with that kind of level, you know. You know, and then I'm dealing with like my teacher like Yost, who was just like, you've got to go hard and you've got to get a martial art and you've got to do all this and, you know, buying that on. However, I tried what he said, the Chen style Tai Chi, and I just was not up for it. You know, I could do bits, but I wasn't up for it. And now I've been served on a silver plate what I'm actually up for, and I'm doing this instead. Which doesn't mean I'm not going for 2 hours today and everything, but it's just hilarious. Just me kicking and fucking screaming into truth and shit that I don't want to, you know, let go of. I just want to go, oh. But not laughing, crying. Okay. We're a pretty crowded coffee shop. Everyone's kind of going, yeah. Okay. More soon.